assurances that haven't been fulfilled. Remember, the BBMP took a good 1 year time from the residents of Mandur last year, stating that they will shut down the landfill. They will make sure that the garbage that has piled up will be cleared, but that nothing of that sort has happened. Also, there were assurances given to the villagers stating that you will be provided drinking water, good roads and other facilities, but even that hasn't happened. And to the KSPCB as well, the BBMP assured KSPCB there are biomethanization plants being set up across Bengaluru in different parts. Once they become functional, they will be shutting down the Mandur landfill. But remember, even that hasn't happened. So as you rightly mentioned, there has been a notice issued, show cause notice issued by the KSPCB yesterday, demanding answers from the BBMP whether why the officials have failed to make sure that they implement this plan, and why the KSPCB should not initiate criminal proceedings against these officials. Also, remember, they have also asked, they've also suggested that the Mandur landfill be closed for violating all these norms, Nishita.
Right, and also the government has been sitting on top of this problem for the last, in fact, we've seen two governments come, and both the government just sat on the entire issue, not really looking for a concrete solution. Now that the KSPCB has also suggested that the Mandur landfill be shut down, what are the options before the government, Harish? Will they have to look for other landfills, or will they be imposing a scientific disposal or scientific segregation of the waste from the residents of Bengaluru, and now at least create a scientific temperament as far as waste disposal in Bengaluru is concerned?
Well, if you go by what the municipal solid waste management rules suggest, you cannot have a landfill that will take all the garbage. If you go by the rules that have been laid down by the central government in accordance with various environment laws, only 15% of the total garbage generated in the city that cannot be recycled can be used in the landfill, can be sent to a landfill, but definitely not all the 100%. Right now what's happening is only 5% is getting segregated and recycled. 95% of city's garbage comes to a landfill, which is not a scientific way to deal with the garbage. And remember, the KCDAC unit that was functional was shut down a while back after Bonali MLA complaints, and residents also protested. So really, this is the only option that the BBMP has right now. And if Mandur is closed down, then the BBMP will have to look at another option on a war footing basis, Nishita.
Right. Thank you for joining us with all those details there, Harish. Well, there we have it. KSPCB has proposed the closure of the Mandur waste disposal unit. This comes in the backdrop of a series of protests from Mandur, where angry residents are demanding action from the government and are demanding a solution. And if not a solution, they are threatening to commit suicide. And moving on now, a 9-year-old girl was raped and murdered at Chandapura in Anekal. The accused has been identified as Trishul, who is a 19-year-old. He has been apprehended at the Hebbagodi police station, who have also visited the spot. A tragic news being reported from Anekal. This once again brings to light the horrific state of women's safety and children's safety in the country. Close on the heels of the Uttar Pradesh incident where two teenage girls were raped and murdered in Anekal, which is closer home. We are seeing a young girl being raped and murdered by a 19-year-old, and the young girl was as young as 9. Family members unable to come to terms with the tragic loss of their 9-year-old child, who breathed her last after being sexually abused and murdered by a 19-year-old man. The 19-year-old has now been apprehended, but family members clearly in great distress. Well, these are the scenes witnessed even as the police officials took away the body of the 9-year-old girl who was raped and murdered in Anekal. Investigations will be carried out even as the accused, a 19-year-old, has been taken into custody. Tragedy strikes this family as their youngest child breathed her last after being raped. Well, PMO India, the official page of Prime Minister of India, was made on May 27th, and as of now it has already registered more than 1 million likes. The page has pictures of Prime Minister Modi's meetings with various high-ranking officials as well as his cabinet colleagues and other political leaders. In fact, this is the Prime Minister's page, and we can see 1 million likes already. Narendra Modi seems to be very well on the right track as far as fulfilling all the promises that he had made to the people of the country, as he has come down with an iron hand on many of the arrangements and policies that the UPA had made, which had probably dragged decision making. And now Narendra Modi's Facebook page, as far as not Narendra Modi's, in fact it is the Prime Minister's office's Facebook page, and it already has 1 million likes, and it was formed just a few days back on the 27th of May. And well, we had reported on how state transport buses will be fitted with tracking and alert systems to make it easier for authorities to keep track of them. Well, 1,000 KSRTC buses are already on the road with the tracking system installed, while 221 have been activated.
A vehicle tracking monitoring system, or VTMS, has been newly introduced at the satellite bus stand on Mysore Road. The vehicle tracking monitoring system does more than just tracking the state transport buses on road. Overspeeding, unauthorized stops, and buses diverging from their routes, all this information is available to the VTMS officials. With a little advanced technology, the device will also keep a track of the way the bus is driven, meaning harsh brakes and rash driving. Apart from this, they will also be able to detect the number of empty seats in the bus.
The advantages are the KSRTC, our commuters, our top management will get real-time information on movement of buses, vacant seats in the buses, and any other incident management situation. That incident covers accident, route deviation, breakdowns, unauthorized stoppages or overspeeding. Any such alerts we can track real time.
The VTMS comes with another important addition, SOS alerts. The bus driver and conductor will be able to call for immediate help in case of a breakdown or an accident. VTMS officials have stated that in the coming 3 months, about 4,000 buses will come under KSRT's purview, will be on roads with the VTMS devices activated. So apart from the assurance that authorities will be notified in case of emergencies, with the VTMS tracking rash driving, you can be sure of a cautious driver too. Pavitra for News 9, Bengaluru.
And while youngsters in Bellary believed a group of men promising them railway jobs, they even paid them the money. In the end, it turned out to be a case of fraud and cheating.
A group of 4 people in Bellary would target vulnerable youngsters looking for jobs. They would approach them with the promise of a job in the railways. They told the victims that the posts of assistant station master were to be revamped, and they had contacts with high-level railway authorities. The kingpin, Uma Shankar, had told many that he himself was a railway employee. His fraudulent team made a round rubber stamp with the words railway recruitment inscribed on it. They also laid their hands on departmental papers and hall tickets used by the Railway Recruitment Board while conducting recruitment tests. They told the victims that they did not have to appear for a test or an interview. To make people trust them, they would send fake hall tickets and a fake selection list. They had also sent police verification letters. In turn, They demanded 6 to 7 lakh rupees for one post of assistant station master. They had taken money from 7 people promising them jobs.
ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಇದಾವೆ 2 ಸೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಸೀಟ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮವ್ರದ್ದು ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಉಮಾಶಂಕರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮೇನೇ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್, ಅವರೇ ಸರ್ ಮೇನ್ ಕಾರಣ. ಅವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆದೇಶದಿಂದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವು ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ 2011 ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸರ್.
The police verification letter did them in. The Bellary superintendent of police learned that the papers were fake as the English drafts were poorly written. He sent the letters to the Hubli Railway Division for verification. The railway office confirmed his suspicion. The Gandhinagar police in Bellary registered a case and arrested 3 of Umar Shankar's alleged accomplices.
ಇದು ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ RRB ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹುಬ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಧಂಬರ್ಧ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಲೆಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟೆಡ್. ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಥರ ಲೆಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಸೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಆಫೀಸ್ನ ರೌಂಡ್ ಸೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು RRB ಅಂತ. ಆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಘಟನೆಯಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಲೆಸನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಅಂಥ ಜಾಲ್ನವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ವಿದೌಟ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ, ವಿದೌಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಸಿಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಯಾರು ಏನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ.
Investigations revealed that Umar Shankar was basically from Chitradurga but lived in Bengaluru. Similar cases were registered against him in Bengaluru as well. The Bellary police suspect the involvement of railway officials in the racket. Baswaraj Haranahalli, News 9, Bellary.